Hello, everybody. Paul Greene-Dennis here. I'm just hanging out and doing some other things for a bit. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I got a bit of a loaded week coming up, so I figured use this today to hang out, do some things, get some other things done beforehand. And so, like it says in the title, short hang and a Q&A if you have questions or answers or anything. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So just hanging out. Nothing crazy. I know probably should have better things to do other than Q&A, but yeah. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Nah. The hell? Okay. Okay. Après, euh, après tout le bruit de changement qui, après tout le bruit et l'éclat du changement de qui, tout est là, qui, tous les qui étaient tellement de procédés de l'effet. Heureux, heureux, si, si c'était, si c'était la tête en jeu. Heureux, heureux, si c'était en jeu. In case you don't know, I'm getting ready for an audition tomorrow, so that's what I'm doing. Si répondez votre répondez votre. Après tous les bruits, après tous les bruits et l'éclat du changement de mon acquis. You know, I actually got a book that is going to be quite the hell of a read. Not only a hell of a read, it's already, I'm going through it right now, and it's quite a very enlightening read. So, is this book right here. Benoit Perret, What I Saw in Ukraine, from the years 2015 to 2022. And basically, he describes, well, he's not going to describe it. He basically lays it out like this. The war, from what he saw, and rightfully, did not start in 2022. Actually, as a matter of fact, even though the year says 2015, I would argue it started in 2014. He does lay it out in this book. But, yeah, it's quite the book. It's a hefty book. I mean, it's it's quite a hefty read through, sit through, and it's crazy. I would advise, if you want a good read through and to be informed as much as can be and to inform yourself, I cannot recommend this book enough. Benoit Perret, What I Saw in Ukraine, from the years 2015 to 2022. And yeah, quite a read. Quite a hell of a read. A very informative read. And yeah, there's so much going on right now, especially with the shooting. I was in the middle of a concert. I was performing in the middle of a concert. And as soon as the concert was over, this is Saturday I'm talking about now. I had a concert performing on Saturday. And when I was done with the concert, had a few drinks and whatnot, I'm on the train. I check my phone, and it says there was a shooting at the White House Correspondents', the White House Correspondents' Dinner, the Correspondents' Dinner. And I said, and I kept thinking to myself, we're in the middle of a war, right? And there's also these Epstein files that glue me as well. And I kept on thinking to myself, false flag, false flag, false flag. And it's just crazy to me how, oh, there's a shooting. I'm like, how many of these shootings were there from his campaign trail on up till now that were, I'm gonna just say my opinion, they were just straight up staged. Especially, I think it was the Butler one. If you, now maybe it's just me. If you're saying you got shot with a sniper rifle, I can't imagine a sniper rifle doesn't do that much damage if it grazes you. Especially some of the rifles we've seen. If a rifle grazes you, it's going to do like just leave a scratch. It's going to take a chunk off, in my opinion, but what do I know? And also, not only that, like, for that one, I'm just like, yeah, he showed strength and resolution. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to have you, like, first of all, there should have been no, if you ask me, no normal person in their right mind records the actual event. I'm not saying people didn't die or anything like that, but you're recording the chaos happening on your cell phone. You're in the line of fire. Why are you recording? You should be ducking for cover so that you don't get hit. But instead, yeah, that's my president. You're recording him. That seemed off. You're ducking for cover, and you're not. And it seemed like there was no fear. It seemed like there was no fear or anything. And only that Trump himself and the guard, like, you're going to allow somebody who's the target of an assassination, right? To You're going to allow that target to rear their head, stand up, and expose themselves to another potential shot, and allow them to raise their fist, and another shot doesn't go off. Something don't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. That didn't seem right at all. And then there's this one at the correspondence dinner, and it screamed false, and it screamed something just didn't seem right. Because you mean to tell me we're going to joke around saying Carolyn Levitt's going to say, yeah, there's going to be there's going to be some shots that are going to be fired. What? 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 And then I can't imagine. I can't imagine the amount of security, the highest level of security at the dinner. I know because the president's there and everything. I can't imagine the amount of security that is at this event. You mean to tell me that somehow a patsy just gets through, strapped with knives, guns, through the security? Something don't seem right. Something don't add up. So there's also that. And then there's these videos of, obviously, once again, somebody's up there standing up in the line of fire. Exposed. Video recording on their cell phone for their TikTok. And there's security guards like saying, watch for the crossfire. What? Whoa. First of all, what crossfire? A. B. First of all, you see somebody, I think I did, if I'm not mistaken, didn't that guard or the people, those security guards armed, see him with the cell phone? Why are you not telling him to get the fuck down? Why are you not, nobody telling him to get the fuck down? Doesn't that seem off? You were just recording. Oh my God, I'm not scared. And then Dana White's like, yeah, I loved it all. I wasn't scared for anything. Man. And then all the ghouls come out. See, this is why I should have built the ballroom. Yeah, it just don't smell. It smells like a psyop. Smelled like a damn psyop. In the middle of a war with Iran. And the Epstein files. And it's crazy because apparently that shooter was being Googled, God knows how many times, from Israel. Something ain't right. Something is not right. A false flag for a ballroom. Something just doesn't pass the smell test with this shooting. The theatrics, the WWE of it all. The guy it just wasn't phased. He just wanted to continue to eat that salad in one of the videos. You got another, and then Erica Kirk with the crocodile tears. Oh man. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, hold on. Gotta check something. Okay. Just had to check something. Uh. Mm-mm. That's why when people make a hoopla about the shooting, I'm like, and my first thing going through my mind, false flag, false flag, false flag. Then I've seen these videos, I'm like, this is how security operates when there's a shooting going on. I mean, I mean, come on, come on. For oh man. And I feel like not only is it a false flag for maybe the ballroom, but maybe to continue this war with Iran. And it's not just going to be a false flag. It's probably going to be a false flag because now they're going to blame it on the leftists again. Because apparently the shooter uh, was liberal, a liberal who donated to Kamala Harris's campaign, supported Kamala, voted for Kamala Harris. So now this is going to be another way of saying we got to crack down on the left and to crack down on to protest anything. That's going to be the justification of this shooting as well, of this false flags. I mean, a false flag to justify cracking down on free speech. That's another big fear of this because now they're going to crack down on domestic terrorists. So that's going to be. This is yeah. Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm, mm. This is not going to be good. What's going on? What's going on? Mm. Mm. Whatever. Let's see what Nico had to say. Nico's usually on. All right. Let's see what Nico had.
So apparently, Democrats are actually the ones responsible for the attempt on Trump's life at the Correspondents' Dinner because they won't fund his ballroom. No, I'm not being cheeky. There are literally people saying this is why Trump needs a ballroom. Tom Fitton said, tonight is just one more reason why Trump needs his ballroom. Mike Cernovich even suggested that the Democratic judges who stopped the construction of the ballroom did so to enable an assassination attempt on Trump's life. Now guys, y'all know I'm the first one to give blame to the Democrats when they deserve it. So instead of us blaming Secret Service or the FBI or security who let a man walk into a hotel where the president would be without even passing through a metal detector, instead of us blaming those who decided to lift off J.D. Vance from the stage first, while Trump sat there with his little pecker in his hands, waiting to be attended to, we're going to blame the fact that Trump doesn't have a ballroom. Wow.
I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today we need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before.
See, now I'm curious. Like, what is the actual purpose of this ballroom? Because y'all clearly aren't telling us something. Is this ballroom supposed to be like a nuclear shelter, or is there some like furry business going on there that we not, like secret parties, you know, like Diddy parties, baby oil? Is there something else going on in this ballroom or supposed to happen in this ballroom that we're not aware of? Because why are y'all so concerned? Why is it even a talking point? We were on the verge of World War III. Anyway, funny story. This guy is actually the one who's supposed to be in charge of making his ballroom. Just gonna let y'all think over that for a second. Yeah, I just want to make everybody aware once again. There's an investigation that is being opened by a government watchdog into the release of the Epstein files and the mishandling of those files. The peace talks between Iran and the United States have failed once again, and Iran has started launching attacks on ships, successfully so, and the United States is basically in limbo because they can't beat Iran and yet they can't pull out. It's a new quarter. Energy prices are about to soar. The economy is about to get worse, and everyone in the world is going to pay for it, all because the United States started a war with Iran that Israel wanted. So if you don't think this assassination attempt and this ballroom bullshit is merely another distraction, I'm gonna need you to catch up, guys.
Yeah. 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 Maybe that ballroom they're planning to build a bunker. I don't know why. All one big ass distraction. Epstein files. You're Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. This is craziness. This is just madness. Anyway, I'm a hop off. And once again, the book that I showed earlier, Benoit Paire, What I Saw in Ukraine from the years 2015 to 2022. That, and yeah, I'm going to just hop off for now. Have a good one. Have a good night. And